We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. A carry here for the big tight end. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Hassan Reddick make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return is Peterson.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
from the 29. Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Dee Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Flushed out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
2nd and 6 at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 52. 57. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 57's right. Hey, man. Watch.
Here's Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this 2nd half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result. The former number 3 overall pick in the draft out of Stanford 2017, Solomon Thomas just made a nice tackle there. Niners waiting for him to take that next step.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And this one caught by Max Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
That's the way. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Throwing on first down is Murray.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time.
Picked by Deontay Thompson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And some space here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
5-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch the shit. Let's get that touch. Watch the shit, watch the shit. Check, check, check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. To throw is Murray. Sliding out of the pocket toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd and short, to give to the tight end. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dan Arnold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. There he goes left side, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Right back to Drake. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Running, it's Drake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again. Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd down, Murray going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And it's caught.
And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.